Good evening, students. Today we are going to discuss the topic latent heat. First of all, you have to refer the diagrams given in your textbook in page number 6. There are two diagrams of two experimental setup are given. One is for melting point, that is melting of ice, to determine the melting point of ice, and another one is boiling of water, that is to determine the boiling point of water. If you see the diagrams, it will clear to you that in first case, when the ice is taken in the beaker and we are providing external heat energy, the temperature is continuously rising, which we can measure from the thermometer. But once the melting point of ice has reached, that is at 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature remains constant. There is no rise in temperature, but that time also we are providing the heat energy, external heat energy. Similarly, in the second diagram, during boiling of water, it will be observed that first the temperature is gradually rising. We can read it from the thermometer. But once the temperature reaches approximately 100 degrees Celsius, it remains constant till the whole water, whole liquid given in the beaker, that converted into the vapor state. But when the temperature remains constant, that time also we are providing the external heat energy. Now, from this two experimental setup, that means from these two diagrams, the question arises that where does the heat go during that change of state? That means heat is not changing, not increasing the temperature. So what is the function of the heat? Normally, when heat is given to a substance, then its temperature rises. This, however, is not so when a change of state of a substance takes place. Now, question arises, why? The answer is because when heat is given to change the physical state of a substance, that means from solid to liquid, that is during melting, or liquid to gas, that is during boiling or vaporization, there is no rise in temperature of the substance. The heat energy which has to be supplied to change the state of a substance is known as latent heat. Okay? So the heat which is used to change the state of the substance without increasing, that means without changing the temperature, is known as latent heat. The word latent means hidden. That means it is not showing any visual change. It's not showing the increase in temperature. The latent heat which we supply is used up in overcoming the forces of attraction between the particles during the change of state. This heat does not increase the kinetic energy of the particles of the substance. Since there is no increase in the kinetic energy of the particles, the temperature of a substance does not rise during the change of state. This is the explanation of latent heat. So what is the function of latent heat? The latent heat, that means the hidden heat, it is used to change the state. Now how does it changing the state? It is just overcoming. That means this heat energy is used to overcome the intermolecular force of attraction during that change of state. When it is overcoming the intermolecular force of attraction, it doesn't have any effect in the kinetic energy of the particle. That means it does not increase the kinetic energy. And kinetic energy has direct relationship with the temperature. If there is increase in kinetic energy, there is increase in temperature, or vice versa. We can say if temperature increases, the kinetic energy increases. Since this latent heat does not increase the kinetic energy of the particles of the substance, so we can say that this heat energy doesn't increase the temperature of a substance during that change of state. So it is observed that the heat energy is just used to change the state. It is not increasing the temperature of the substance. Now this latent heat, depending on the change of the state, can be divided or can be classified into two types. One is latent heat of fusion, that means the heat which is useful to change the state from solid to liquid, and latent heat of vaporization, that is the hidden heat which is useful to change the state from liquid to vapor or gas. First, the definition of latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion or latent heat of melting is defined as, it is the heat of a solid, it is the amount of heat required to convert 1 kilogram of the solid to liquid at its melting point without any change in temperature. Once again, we'll see. Latent heat of fusion or latent heat of melting of a solid is the amount of heat energy required to convert 1 kg of solid to liquid at its melting point without any change in temperature. One example, latent heat of fusion of ice. That means if we want to convert 1 kg of ice to water at melting point, that means at 0 degrees Celsius, then we have to provide 3.34 into 10 raised to 5 joules of heat energy. That is, the example is latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.34 into 10 raised to 5 joules per kilogram or joules per kg. Next, latent heat of vaporization. Vaporization means change of state from liquid to vapor or gas. So how we'll define it? Latent heat of vaporization of a liquid is the amount of heat to convert 1 kilogram, that is 1 kg of the liquid to vapor or gaseous state at its boiling point without any change in temperature. So one example, latent heat of vaporization of water is 22.5 into 10 raised to 5 joules per kilogram. That means we can say that if we want to convert 1 kg of water into its vapor state at its boiling point, that means at 100 degrees Celsius, then we have to provide 22.5 into 10 raised to 5 joules heat energy. The remaining thing will continue in the next class.